just came out of the field and I showed you how to ring out a wire, simply checking for power and checking for grounds on one side of the connector. You're on the connector, you look at a wiring diagram. Hey, I'm supposed to have 28 volts DC here, 115. You simply put one lead to ground. So I demonstrated that out there, and one to the, and you dial in the correct setting on the meter. Again, now we're going to talk about a wire that's 100 feet long going through several disconnects of the aircraft, and how do you ring that out. Remember I told you, you don't grab 100 feet of wire here, and extend these leads like, that's ridiculous. Don't ever get caught doing that because it's embarrassing. But we're going to show you how to do it. Remember I told you, you use the chassis ground of the aircraft. And what do you do first? You always check the leads. So you put the two leads together to make sure that your test bed is good, and you see it says 0.2 ohms. So now we know our leads are good. Now, look at over here, zoom out a little bit, and you see this is the meter. This is the meter that we got here, and then we're depicting it over here. The positive lead, being the red one, will go to the actual pin, this pin right here. And as you can see, this is the E15, the highlighted, very important to highlight it because you want to differentiate to the fin area, right there. So that's what I got here, for your demonstration purposes. So what you got to do is you're going to get the positive side of the meter, right here, and you're going to go to the pin, which in this case over here is pin 9. So you got a pin 9 over here, and then the other side of this meter goes to ground. And what do you do on the other end? You just get a jumper, which obviously you got to check it out yourself also, and you go to the pin over here, which is pin 4, and you put it to ground. Now what happens? You're going to get continuity because, as you can see, the wire goes through the meter, through the chassis ground, and you're making the circuit. So right now, there's continuity. You're going to get, like, maybe because of the length of the wire, you're going to get 2 ohms, 3 ohms. You tell the guy on this side, remove it, break it. And now it's not shorted to ground, because if he breaks this wire, and this is open, and it's still ringing out continuity, that means you have a short on that wire. It's pretty doggone simple. Now again, on an aircraft, you're not going to have 100 feet of wire. You're going to have disconnects in between. And come over here, my cameraman here, these are disconnects in between. Just like it's depicting up here, the plug side and the J side. And we'll explain more of that later when we get into symbols and stuff. All right, guys, pass on the word for technicians that want to transition into the avionics world. About the site, so you can learn a little bit.
If you like.